Dragon. I'm doing okay. Just taking myself out to eat here on the wharf, getting some fresh air, taking a dinner break. Spring break is over. I started back in school. And, I really like it over here because it's a lot more sunny. How are you doing? It's so peaceful here in Santa Cruz, California. I love it. There's no other, I'm sure there's other beach towns that are relaxing, but I just love it here. I really do. You can always come here and relax, enjoy the breeze, the ocean views, study. I'm here to study. So I really like studying and eating the seafood. It's really nice. Feels good. Might as well walk. Need to exercise more. Yeah. Hey, I just be cooling with the crew. Did you hear about that disgusting thing that the Dalai Lama did? Did you hear about it? It's all over the news. I did a report on it. I think he should be investigated. How are you doing? Yes, I love it. It is a beautiful view. So nice to just come here and clear your mind and relax. Feel the ocean breeze. It's amazing. It feels so good. Did you hear about that? Yes, he is sick. Oh, I can't believe the parents. Well, he just came with a apology and an excuse, just like many of us thought he would, saying that sometimes he teases. That young man looked up to him, and if you see the video, he looked like he was really uncomfortable when he asked for it. It's like, oh, you're coming to give me a hug? It went from a hug to a kiss to a disgusting request. Oh my God. Hope you're having a good day. I'm gonna go get my food in a minute. Of course, you know why I'm here. I came to get my oyster shells and my fried oysters because there's another place that has they have barbecue oysters, and I don't know exactly where that is. My cousin, she went there. I don't think it's over here on the west side, but I really love the serenity feeling here. It's so nice. Thank you, God, for this day. Spring break is just a tease. I can't wait till summertime. I still have a little bit more work to do for school. We'll have to do my externship, but at least I won't have to be going to school every single day. This view right here is just perfect. I love it. Oh, you don't eat seafood? Are you a vegetarian or a vegan? It's all good. I'll eat the seafood for you. Are you a vegan? And just eat raw vegetables? I tried to be a vegetarian, didn't work out for me. But when I was a vegetarian for a short amount of time, I my energy was better. I had a lot more energy. I wasn't as fatigued. But I also feel like, now that I'm getting older, I shouldn't eat so much sugar. I think sugar makes me tired. No, you eat meat. Okay. Oh, you're looking for an online college. You know the online college I always see them advertising? I don't know if you've heard it, but I've heard of the University of Phoenix. And I actually know someone who did go to the University of Phoenix online. I see that online college offered a lot. So go ahead and check out the University of Phoenix because it might be good. Have you heard of that one? It's always advertised, and I know one person who went through the University of Phoenix, and I wish I was that disciplined to be vegan. Vegan is boring. Veganism. It's a whole lifestyle. It's not just like eating, but I mean, it depends on what type of vegan are you going to trying to be. Because I have some friends that are vegan, and it can be you can be a vegan that's just limited to what you eat, or you could also be a vegan that it's a whole lifestyle change. You only use vegan makeup, you use um, clothes, just everything. That's really bougie. It's expensive too. But yeah, go check out the University of Phoenix. I have a little bit of time. I was going to try to catch up, even though I said I'm going to take a break. I am going to take a little break from too much screen time here on YouTube because it can be toxic. I've been listening to a lot of affirmations. I'm thinking about maybe recording some videos, and I don't know. I have to honestly say, I feel like I'm doing well, but I feel like I'm under. Have you ever felt like you're under like a spiritual attack? I shared a story about how I feel like a demon devil came to visit me in my dreams, but I feel like God is in my favor always, especially when I call on Him, because I had an unfortunate situation happen where I feel like I had a allergic reaction to a hair product that I used, and I was reluctant to go to school because I was like, I need to see what's going on with this allergic reaction. And I've used this hair product before, but this hair product, honestly, it has a lot of chemicals in it. It was the Got To Be spray, and I had a little allergic reaction to it, and I went to the doctor. They gave me some cortisone cream, and I was going to school, and I talked to my teacher because we have to do tests every Monday, and yeah, we have to do tests every Monday, and I've been studying for this urinary male reproductive test, and I have to do my last math test, and I was ready for it. But when I went there, she said, "Oh, don't you worry, we're not taking a test today, and we are only working on our resumes and our portfolio." And I've already been working on that. She told me to go take care of myself, which I am. I went to the doctor, got my cortisone cream, threw that Got To Be glue spray away, and I also, like, I've had a reaction once, but I didn't think it was that. And so, yeah, I started to become fatigued, and I was just like, God, whatever it is, heal me, take this away. God is definitely in my favor. Um, and I'm going to continue to rely and have Him guide me, and Thy will be done, not my own. Um, and just forgive and move on. I was like, I was feeling some kind of way, coming into, I'm going to say this is the third year without my husband, not from death, but moving towards divorce. And, when there's holidays come up, it's funny, like there's times where I think that I'm over the whole situation of being going towards divorce and everything. But the truth of the matter is, it's like grieving a death in a way. There's many stages of it, and as I see my boys getting older, and I never would imagine that this is how our marriage would have ended with him in Louisiana, us moving towards divorce. And it's just like, and sometimes I feel like, gosh, you've been separated for so long. Why are you even thinking about him? Why are you like, sometimes my disease, even though I'm not an active alcoholic, like your brain really works on you. And I think about, like, oh, you don't have the right, or you don't deserve to grieve your marriage, because he's moved on, and why are you even thinking about that? Like, sometimes I feel like a punk ass bitch for even thinking about that. But I'm only human, and it is what it is. I have every right to feel some kind of way sometimes. And I was so emotional. I was doing my son's hair last night because he wants braids, and his hair is so thick, I pressed it out before I braided it because it's so much hair. So as I did that, we were listening to some music, and I don't know if this ever happened to you, but like, you start listening to music and you start to reminisce, especially like music that played when you're maybe in some relationships. And a lot of Mary J. Blige was on, coming on, and I remember just always listening to Mary J. because she would get me through it, but she would also make me sad. And then I was listening to Prince, Purple Rain, and just like listening to the lyrics of it. It was just like everything was just, it felt so personal, and I was just like really listening to the lyrics of Purple Rain, and I was feeling some kind of way, and I was just like, I'm not gonna even lie. I seriously went on my balcony after I put the kids to bed, and I cried a little bit. I did, and I was really taken by surprise. I was like, why am I crying? I don't think I necessarily was like really crying over him. Yeah, feel how you feel. Just don't get, yes. And you know what I asked God? When I was going through my second year of separation, and I was just so sad. I was sad that he moved on. And, my sons are so funny. I got to tell you what my 11-year-old asked me, and then I'm going to get back to that. But no, I asked God to take away the feeling of me feeling like I don't want to get stuck. You know what? You're exactly right, Colin. I asked God, I was like, please don't let me get stuck here. Please, I can't afford to be to have a mental pity party for myself. Like, God, just pick me up, raise me up, and just like help me just get through this. And then, you know what else I thank God for? That I don't have to drink over my emotions, because if this was KP, Keisha Payne, 5 years ago, I would have been in a bottle. I would have been hiding in my apartment with the blinds closed, and I would have been drinking myself to death, possibly. And I don't have to do that anymore. And that's a miracle. Like, I'm amazed at myself of how strong I am. And I thank God for the strength. And my kids are wonderful. I went out to this bar, and it doesn't bother me. I like to dance, and my soon-to-be ex-husband, his name is Gabriel, and I bumped into this guy, and he was like very similar to my ex, and he was young, and he was trying to like get my number. Well, he wasn't. His friend was trying to get my number for him, And it was a trigger because his name was Gabriel. He was young. I was like, dude, you are way too young for me. You're only 24 years old. Thank you, coolant. And it was a trigger because it just had me reminisce, because my ex and I, we used to go to that bar and dance, and the guy's name was the same name as my ex, and he was the same age as he was when we got married. I was 31 and he was 24. So I guess I was kind of a puma, not a cougar, because that's 10 years a difference. You're a cougar if you're 10 years. You're a puma if you under 10 years. That's Thank you for telling me that I'm strong. But yeah, I guess the moral of the story is feel the feels. Don't be embarrassed. You know, if you gone through a breakup, a divorce, and you feel some kind of way. My son, he's so funny. He asked me. I was just like, you know what? It's just for some reason I'm not interested. I'm okay with being by myself, but then at times I feel like I do want to go date. And yeah, the triggers are a test. Yeah, his name was Gabriel. He was 24 years old, and he was hanging out at the place where I essentially started dating my husband at the bar, but at the same little dance club. And I was doing my son's hair the other night, and I was like, I don't know what it is, you guys. You don't have to worry about me bringing anybody home. I'm not interested. And my son's like, are you into women? I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm just not interested in anybody right now. Um, but I love the relationship that we have, because I feel like, they could ask me anything. We can talk about anything. Oh, thank you. Okay. Thank you so much. Your boys seem to be ready. Seem to be ready for you to enjoy life. Yeah, they are. They want me to be happy, and I want to be happy too. I'm tired of, I'm just gonna ask God to send me a man that respects me, that that respects my sobriety, because it just seems like it's hard to find or meet, because I don't want to feel like I'm looking for a man, but everybody drinks, it seems like. But I know maybe I'm just going to the wrong places, you know. Um, but yeah, I guess I'm ready to have a friend, and I'm not ashamed to say that. It's been a long time, and and that's just the truth. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy my day, and thanks for chatting with me, Cool It. I hope that you're doing well, and you know, I was just thinking, life is short to be holding grudges, because I just like when I think about the whole, like everyone on this app, and people falling out, and people not liking each other for certain reasons, because there's people that interact here on this app that at one point I couldn't stand, but I just say that I'm letting it all go. There's obviously people here that I don't support, and likewise that don't support me, but there's so much happening in the world to be tripping about what's going on YouTube. God bless you all, and I'm going to leave with the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Living one day at a time, taking hardships as a pathway to peace, taking this world as Jesus did, as it is, not like I would have it, hoping that I will be happy in this life and supremely happy forever in the next. Amen. Bye bye.